as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. But today, no waiting around. We jump right into an AFC North battle in Week 1, as it'll be our visitors taking on our home team. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. His guys ready to get this one going. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And off we go on EA Sports. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And we get a glance at their leader in the huddle, the veteran, in his 9th season now in the league.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. 3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Newman. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. 4th down now after a loss of 2. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it. And some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
This week, such an important one for his entire offense, but for him especially. He wants to start this new season off strong. He's got big plans for this year. Wants it to be one where he finishes among the league's best while leading his team to the postseason. A strong opening week is a great start to that and can create momentum that carries over not just to next week, but the next few weeks as well. A rising tide raises all ships, and if he can start this season off strong, his offense will benefit.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 3rd down and 10.
It's a gain of 5. 3rd and 10.
Operating from the gun, Garcia. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Garcia. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. Well, that one hurts. I mean, it was 3rd down, of course, but now the penalty, and we're back to 1st down.
Yeah, it hurts momentum in a big way, and they built that up here in the early going. Now, that leaves the opposition with a 1st down. That's a mistake you don't want to make at this point in the game.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. to throw. Garcia. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up second down.
3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
Looking to throw. Garcia. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's good for a first down. His second catch of the opening drive.
At the 19-yard line.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat. Has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to forward. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Second and 2 at the 12-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Parks. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's first and goal.
First and goal at the 7.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
To the ground and incomplete. Leads to second and goal.
Back to throw. Garcia. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's third and goal.
A gain of 5 yards brings up third and goal.
Looking to throw. Garcia. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And his guys have taken a first quarter lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Operating from the gun, Haley. He's going to float this one deep right side. Touchdown! A great play there. 61 yards. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Now the try here for the extra point. And he starts his new year off on the right foot as well, as this kick is good. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a first and 10. They'll start on the ground with Foster. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
At the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. He may go. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And his guys have taken the lead. He's showing the different ways he can hit you in this first quarter. 1 rushing, 1 receiving touchdown.
He's showing us he's not just a stereotype, isn't he? Not just a guy who carries the ball in the backfield, can get out into space, make plays with his hands downfield. That's a pretty good combination right there.
Defensively, you'd prefer to be going against the stereotype, wouldn't you?
At least you know where he is, right? That gives you a chance to get more people to him and get him on the ground.
After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this 3rd drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's a tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
That's good for a first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Out of the gun, they hand to Foster. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
He's taken down at the 30.
He'll come up 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to throw. Garcia. Looking middle, and that's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a 1st down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. That time a 6-play drive. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
Brings up second and a yard at the 37.
Off play action. Haley. He'll swing this out to Moss. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. Result is a first down.
These two teams all tied after one. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Haley. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 4.
Brings up second and
Off the play fake. Haley. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
a gain of 19 yards. And a first down.
Off the RPO, he completes it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Out of bounds at the 28-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll look to throw again. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. 4th down, so Zach Taylor sends out the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they take a 17-14 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. Off the bootleg, Garcia. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. From the 38 now, here's a 2nd down and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Back to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Here's 3rd down and 4.
A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Back to throw. Garcia. That is caught. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side, complete. That's Clayton. Now a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 12-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Looking to throw. Garcia. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that's going to make it 4th down.
2 on the play. Brings up 4th and 1.
It's a quarterback sneak. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. Garcia now. From the gun, he'll throw. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. As his guys are able to regain the lead. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. Operating from the gun. Haley. And his throw is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards.
That's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
So pick up a 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
Back to throw. Haley. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down.
At the 23-yard line.
Moss on the give up the middle. A nice little juke. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A 23-yard run. And his guys have once again taken the lead. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today is track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Extra point splits the uprights, and that gives them a 3-point lead. A drive that time of 6 plays. And a long run there in the end to top it off. After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. A first down carry for Foster. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Looking to throw. Garcia. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Foster. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Garcia. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down.
It's 4th down.
So they bring out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. It's taken to the 26. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And they will take over 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Right back to Moss. And he's got room. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Moss, touchdown.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Point after here coming up. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. But now this offense comes back out onto the field. And we are hitting the home stretch here toward halftime. And to this point, this has been an exciting offensive explosion for both sides.
I think everyone in the stadium is going to have to regroup a little bit, including the two of us.
Yeah,
I think we have to get a little oxygen, relax a little bit, and see what we can get going for the second half. The same as these teams, because right now everything's working really well. Can someone come up with something to slow them down?
Yeah, both defenses back on their heels. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Garcia. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Brings up third down.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking to throw. Garcia. Under pressure, they got him again. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They bring their punter out there now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. The visitors' offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. He's been a tough man to stop in this first half. He's putting up some big numbers already, and we have yet to reach halftime. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Operating from the gun, Haley. That's going to be caught by Richardson. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. This offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. The tight end in motion right. They'll run on first down with Moss. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 25-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. So these two teams off to their locker rooms for intermission, and that means we go to Orlando. Here's Scott Hansen with our halftime report. Scott?
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the studios of the Creative Village here in Orlando. Scott Hansen with you, and, you know, we've seen some scoring so far. Both teams getting into the end zone. Both teams thinking they can pull out the win in the second half. Who's it going to be? Let's find out. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, great work as always. We'll see what the second half brings here. These two defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads at intermission. These offenses, they have had their way so far. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And this offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And this offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. They keep it in the hands of Foster. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
No question that they're going to continue to look his way. 6 catches in the first half and now 7 on the game.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Second and 13. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. Back to throw. Garcia. And he gets this out to Foster on the right side. Second and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the 31.
Looking to throw. Garcia. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Brought down back at the 36-yard line.
On third down, Foster. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about saying defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. They'll go up the middle here with Moss. And a nice stiff arm. It opens room to run. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. An even 100 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. There's a quick throw caught out wide. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that will bring up second down.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up second and 3.
Here's a give to Moss out of the shotgun. And he'll go down at the 28. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
A gain of 4 yards. Result is a first down.
Back to throw. Haley. Complete. Richardson has it. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
First and goal at the 10-yard line.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal.
Second and goal
Looking to throw. Haley. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
Back to throw. Haley. Touchdown! From 6 yards away. As his guys are able to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick.
Now he's free at the 35. And touchdown! A big play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here this opening weekend. And his guys have made this a 1-score game now.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go? No one downfield there to stop him.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Well, good-looking return set up here. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll start on the ground with Moss. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. From the 43, here's a 2nd down and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw. Haley. They'll give him 4 yards there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Back to throw. Haley. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
And on now is the punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And out will come the offense as they take over. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Brings up second.
Again, Foster running right. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be third down. We are through three quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the fourth quarter. Now Garcia to throw from the gun on third down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They call his number again. It's his sixth catch and a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. This second and 4.
To number 17. A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at their 48-yard line.
Looking to throw. Garcia. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
On first down, they'll start out with Moss. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
And that's just an ideal run to start this drive because they're in full ball control mode now. So if you keep ripping off 7, 8, 9 yards of carry, you're going to have a great chance of finishing off this game.
They'll go again here with Moss. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 134 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Operating from the gun, Haley. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
3rd and 6.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Newman. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. First down would have been nice, but now you get to kick the field goal, still go up 2 scores.
They tried to get it, though, didn't they? Threw the pass, got the completion just short of the first down. But you're exactly right. Run the field goal unit out there. Kick it. Put it through the post. Go up 2 scores.
And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They come up short here on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call. And the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First, on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop them. I like the confidence he showed.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Down at the 19-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Here's Garcia operating from the gun. And that's going to be incomplete.
in
This offense on third down today, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
8 yards to go.
Back to throw. Garcia. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
4th down.
And they'll send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun. Hailing. In trouble, and he's taken down. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to get in the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block him. They were on him in a hurry.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. On 1st down, it's Newman. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Newman. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 153 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. On the carry, it's Love. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Now the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Boy, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Over the middle, it's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Results in a first down.
They'll run out of the gun with Moss. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And he stopped immediately there. Now, defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. From the gun on 3rd down, Haley. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And there will be a break in the action here. They're going to take a timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. They'll run with Love. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. On the handoff, it's Moss. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
He was brought down at the 4-yard line. A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. Moss. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now, 4th and goal from the 2. They're going to run for it. It's Moss. And he's not going to get there. They tackle him at the 2. They gave it to him in search of his 3rd touchdown, but he's denied. And the ball will go over on the goal line stand. Well, they knew who to turn to on 4th down. Their horse, they needed the short yardage. He just couldn't get it.
And that's the surprise, because normally that's bread and butter for them, right? Hand it to the big guy, let him go, pick up the 1st down. Didn't get it there. All credit to the defense. Usually, even if they know he's coming, he can't be stopped, and they got it done on that play.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Here comes 2nd down and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Looking to throw. Garcia. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
And the spike comes now with just under 40 ticks left. Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
And the spike comes here, and that stops the clock at 25 seconds. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Garcia from the gun on 3rd down. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for our visitors, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gordon saying so long, everybody.